In today's Veterans Voices, Monica Southall's life changed in an instant while serving in Afghanistan. She was wounded in an accident, but her love for sports helped her cope, helped her recover, and made her stronger. Natalie Calibut has her story.
We were a part of a forward operating base, which was Shank, that was constantly under attack. And they were also an artillery support base, so you never knew if the bombs you were hearing were incoming or outgoing.
In September of 2009, Monica Southall was a part of one of those incidents. She was working on top of a mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle when bombs from an airstrike landed too close. Monica Southall's knees, shoulders, and spinal cord were injured. Between 2004 and the present, Southall has had 27 surgeries.
What I remember of that day, I was on top of one of the MRAP trucks doing inventory, and I remember my soldier coming to me and saying, "Hey, Sergeant Southall, come here for a second." And I was like, "Okay, just 1 second." And before I could even get to him, I heard it. I heard the bomb. I saw it, and I tried to get off the truck, and yeah, I fell. So that's pretty much my memory of that day.
Southall is not angry from the experience, but is honored to have fought on the front lines for our country.
It was something I'm very proud to say that I served and I was able to do my part to try and keep America safe. If I wasn't medically retired, if I could have stayed in the Army, unfortunately my injuries were too severe and I had to be medically retired, but I was hoping to do 20 years, and if I had a chance to go back to Iraq or Afghanistan, even now, I would still go.
As a former athlete, Southall has always made her way back on the track as an outlet to help give back through sports.
Sports have always been very important to me. When I came back from Afghanistan, unfortunately, I wasn't able to play the sports that I played prior to leaving.
But competing fell back into the lap of Southall as she was asked to participate in the Warrior Games and Invictus Games, where wounded veterans compete.
This is my very first gold medal.
A platform where she excelled, winning 5 gold medals in discus, shot put, and sitting volleyball.
Sometimes you need an outlet, or you need a reason to get up. And the games to me were a reason to get up every morning and train hard and just try and do my best, to compete, not only in life, but at the games as well.
The games not only served as a means of exercise and competition, but allowed Southall to meet Prince Harry, a memory she will cherish forever.
So in the picture, he's actually holding my medals, and he gave me the picture. So I thought that was very awesome from him, because he's a very busy person, he has things to do, but he was willing to take 2 seconds to give me the picture that he promised. What we try to tell the athletes is
Southall continues to stay involved as a coach.
I love giving back. I love being able to show other soldiers what I've learned through the games and what I've experienced and what I've been through, and also just pass on anything that I've learned as a soldier medically as well.
Southall's service and her perseverance in the face of adversity is an inspiration to us all. For Veterans Voices, I'm Natalie Calibut.
And to see more stories about Veterans Voices, go to the featured section on the homepage of fox2now.com. We'll be right back.